is a white belt at the academy. I said he was a 4-stripe white belt in the title, but we don't really give stripes at the school. I'm not sure where he got that stripe, but I said that because his skill is that of someone who's close to blue belt. He's been training, I think, around a year, give or take a few months. I'm not exactly sure, but I've worked with him. I have a video with him that I'm going to link in the description. And I feel like he's really grown. And I think if you watch this video and the last one, you'll see the differences in his mistakes and how he was kind of giving me everything in the first video. I've worked with him personally on some technique and some principles, and he really listens and he picks things up. He's very aggressive and he's very strong, even though he's a bit smaller than me. He's probably about 20 years younger. But he's going to be, he already is a good student of jiu-jitsu. So there I was showing him some grip fighting, how to break the grip. But what's more important is the hand fighting before the grip happens. Because once a guy's got your collar, it's very hard to pull that grip off, especially if they're stronger than you. So here he's trying to run around my guard. I don't even have a specific guard I'm playing here. It's mostly experimental. There's Nick Salmon watching us. He's a brown belt at the academy, brown belt competitor. He's been training martial arts his whole life. He's always a tough roll. We're going to have a roll with him on the channel soon. So here I'm looking for the arm drag with my foot on the hip, but not using a lot of effort. Just floating there, waiting to feel him release tension in certain areas that allow me to gain a meaningful position. So there I was looking for the triangle. He postured up. I got behind his right tricep, which is a very strong position. It's basically flanking. And from there, I'm able to just roll him right over. No effort. I pulled my leg out so I didn't get caught in any type of guard. And there I'm hooking his leg, and I'm looking for the loop choke. I have the loop choke, and I don't want him to turn back into me. This is a variation of the paper cutter choke that you've seen in the video with me and Jen, and it was done to me by a black belt as well. Frank. So here we go. I'm on top of him. I'm not putting any pressure. He's making frames that are inefficient. He's extending his arm. So I went for the step over arm bar, and then when he defended it, I just took the Americana, which was pretty cool. Very fluid and something I've done, and I think it looks like I've done it many times. So there he's doing a 2-on-1. Well, he started with a 2-on-1, which I always suggest. There I had a slow motion butterfly sweep. Again, I don't want to have to explode into it. Exploding into it doesn't allow me to know the technique deeply, and it can cause injury to my opponent or severe discomfort. He's good at inverting and repummeling his knees back in. I think I got him with a wrist lock there, very gently applied. His arm had nowhere else to go, and that's why I was laughing. I'm into the wrist locks lately, escapes and wrist locks. Again, I don't explode into them. I'm not abusive about it. I put the pressure very incrementally. Here, I let him get this position. I kept my head tucked when I approached him, and it allowed him to pull me down, which I didn't resist. I want to see what his attacks would be from here. And there I was able to reverse the position. Step over to almost to mount. He was able to get his knee in there, which was good. But I have his left arm trapped, so it makes it impossible for him to sweep me that way. There I just reset the position. There I came up and went to my very typical game. Knee on belly to mount. There he was able to escape, which an escape I was working on him with. That's why I said great job. I wasn't working on it with him here specifically, but we have in the past. And I let him get it a little bit. So I just kind of sat there and I let him do what he needed to do to see the path to that escape. I think you got to give and take with your opponent during a roll because you can learn from it. And also, if you just dominate somebody, they might not want to roll with you anymore because you're not really giving them a chance and it really becomes no fun. The equivalent would be playing handball and just hitting a killer in the left corner the whole game and the other guy could never even get a volley going. Right? You want to let people work a little bit. Not in a competition, not in the street, but during a roll. So here I'm looking to establish a spider guard. He knows what I want. He's trying not to lean forward and give it to me, which is good of him. Now I have my foot on his bicep. I have his arm. I'm isolating his arm. I could switch to a triangle from here. I could throw it up by extending my hips towards the ceiling. He knew I was trying to pull him into my game, and he just resisted until I had to let go. He knows the importance of grip fighting. He doesn't have the techniques of grip fighting perfectly, but he knows the importance, and that's a big step in the right direction. Oh, and that ends the round. So this is my second video with Dylan. If you want to see how much he's improved in the last few months, check out the first video we made, which will be in the links. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you.